Hello everybody, welcome to a afternoon demo stream on the weekend. We've done a few of those lately because we've had Realms Deep, we've had Next Fest. Well, we've got a couple more demos today, one of which I think might have been in the previous Next Fest as well, and I didn't have time to get to it. Didn't have time to prioritize it then, but if we have time after this one, I might check it out today. But the most important line of business during this demo stream today is a demo for a certain indie-developed video game that just recently met its goal on Kickstarter. It's still got 24 days to go. The goal was $72,564, an oddly specific number. It is currently sitting at $76,319 the last time I refreshed, with just over 1,600 backers. And you can kind of see why, because this game is a spiritual... well, I don't know if I should say successor, but for lack of a better term, and for, you know, the lack of Nintendo getting off their dumb asses and actually doing something with the F-Zero series anytime in the last, like, decade plus, someone has taken it upon themselves to do it instead. And that's what this game is. That's what Aero GPX is all about, is about giving you the same sense of speed and control that F-Zero gave you. There's a video on the Kickstarter, there's some animated GIFs on the Steam store page, and I'm going to read from the Steam store page right now, under About This Game. Aero GPX is currently on Kickstarter. If you want to go there, just search for Kickstarter Aero GPX, you'll find it, but it's kickstarter.com/project/AaronMac64/Aero-GPX. Aero GPX is an anti-gravity racer that is focused on high-velocity flight, machine-to-machine combat, and responsive controls that are simple to pick up but difficult to master. There are 30 machines on the circuit for each race in Aero GPX, and the race ends with significantly less than that. Pilots fight for the best position possible, with high speeds, risky maneuvers, and visceral attacks. While Aero GPX is inspired by classics in the genre, it also has a few twists of its own, to feel like a new experience with hints of nostalgia. Core gameplay. The core gameplay of Aero GPX is best described by touching upon a few of its most important aspects. Responsive handling and controls. Aero GPX aims to be one of the most responsive racing experiences you've ever played, responding instantly to your input and reacting accordingly, instead of feeling like you're driving the machine. Aero GPX aims to give you the feeling of controlling the machine as if it were a character in an action game. Machine-to-machine combat. There is only one weapon in Aero GPX, your machine. Slam attack and spin attack to disrupt or destroy your opponents before they do the same to you. But always remember that your attacks have an important consequence. The health and integrity of your own machine is at stake. Flight. Aero GPX has a big trick up its sleeve, flying at high speeds, through airborne slipstreams. Machines can use a deadly homing attack in order to reliably attack an opponent, creatively maneuver to dodge obstacles, or take big risks drill diving in and out of them in order to build the most amount of speed possible. Merciless AI opponents. Your fellow pilots on the track are numerous and vicious, displaying many different personality traits. They have ways of expressing themselves on the track that mostly result in getting to the finish line before you. Fight back if you dare. Anti-gravity and obstacles. Aero GPX features a complex physics system that allows for machines to drive on any surface in any orientation in 3D space. Tracks will also feature many jumps, challenges, and obstacles to keep pilots on their toes and always experiencing something new. And like I said, there's a bunch of animated GIFs in there that very much resemble F-Zero GX. Yeah, I'm wondering if Nintendo has a leg to stand on. This is clearly trying to do something different, and also it's not using any direct references to Nintendo's IP, which, like, that was the main ground they had to stand on with AM2R, was, look, you're using Samus, you can't do that. Whereas this is arguably its own thing, it just happens to look a lot like F-Zero GX. But let's go ahead and take a look at this. So obviously I've got the starting screen with the disclaimer on it right now, so let's read through that. The demo you are about to play is a very early development preview. The game hasn't even entered a proper pre-alpha state, so everything you are about to experience is a work in progress and subject to change. I have focused on the structure and mechanics of the game primarily so far, so you'll notice that there isn't even any environment art to fill out these early tracks to give a proper sense of scale and speed. That being said, if you were around for F-Zero X on the N64, that's basically what it was. Like, the backgrounds and stuff were extremely minimalistic on F-Zero X for N64 so that they could focus on high frame rate, responsiveness, and speed, and giving you that sense. And, like, to be honest, like, you're gonna be more concentrated on what's on the damn track to begin with. So, like, F-Zero GX was a very welcome, like, visual upgrade, but F-Zero X really, like, set the bar. I mean, like, obviously, not to sell short the original F-Zero on SNES either, but, like, F-Zero X concentrated on what it had to make it work, and it worked pretty darn well on N64. And then GX was just, like, a huge upgrade on top of that. But I expect this to be somewhere in the middle of, like, sort of F-Zero GX-esque in terms of, like, how tracks are constructed and how things are rendered, but more like F-Zero X in terms of it's going to be minimalistic right now because the focus has been on the core mechanics, which is what you really need to be focusing on to make sure you've got something viable that people are going to want to play. And my understanding is, like, the purpose of this demo was to launch at the same time as the Kickstarter to give backers a feel for what they would be getting into, which, like, pretty good on you to have a functional demo with the core mechanics in place by the time you start a Kickstarter, because, like, you're already miles ahead or light years ahead of most Kickstarters out there. I mean, some Kickstarters don't even end up with a playable demo by the end of them. And then there's Mighty Number 9, which you might argue is playable, but I would argue isn't. But anyway, the purpose of this development preview is to give potential backers of the Kickstarter campaign, which is live right now, a good idea of what Aero GPX plays like. If you would like more details about what the full game will include, the Kickstarter campaign is the best place for that information so far. Last I checked, the campaign didn't, like, it had, like, sort of like this space for rent for stretch goals, but it didn't have them planned out yet. Even in this early state, I do hope you enjoy what you were about to play. Be sure to join the Aero GPX Discord to leave any important feedback or bug reports. That information is very useful. Thank you so much for downloading the demo and playing my game. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much for playing my game. Signed, Aaron Mac 64, developer of Aero GPX. But, yeah. Well, I mean, so it's not even just that. Yes, I hate Nintendo for the same reason. But also for the fact that they just sit on their ass and do fuck all with their IPs until somebody else does. So it's like, oh, you guys want a Metroid 2 remake. Okay, we'll make one, except we're going to hand it off to Mercury Steam, who suck at making Metroidvanias, and this is going to be way shittier than AM2R. And we'll see what happens with this one, because they haven't done fuck all with F-Zero for a decade or more. So, it's, you know, all power to Aaron for actually doing something with it. So yeah, I am basically out of respect for Nintendo at this point. Yeah, Yin? Alright, so. How to play. Is that... Oh, that goes to a website. There's a how to play video on YouTube that is 2 minutes and 33 seconds long. Do I have... let me see if I can capture this. Hang on, and then we can look at it. Okay, hang on. Let me push buttons. Wait. Hang on. Okay. That should be sufficient. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that looks good. Alright. You got 2 colors of zones going on. This feels like Sonic music or something. There is a Kickstarter tier that gives you the soundtrack, by the way. Like, they've made a big deal out of that. Also, here's your aerial action that is definitely something that isn't as much of a thing in F-Zero. Hey, did you know you can stop your vehicle? I don't know why the fuck you would want to do that, but you can do it. You got your pipe physics, just like in GX. forget, was that an X also? That was an X also, wasn't it? You've got your strafing. There were many helpful objects on the track. There are also many more unhelpful objects. Okay, so the pink is refills. Boost refill. Oh, so you do have 2 separate meters in this. That is different. I think I'm forgetting something. Oh yeah, boost pads. Prevent damage from other pilots with a spin. Oh, so that also shields you, supposedly. Bonk. Be careful, slam attacks don't protect you. Oh, gee, yeah, okay. I feel like both types of attacks protected you in F-Zero X and GX, but I could be wrong on that. So that's a little different, potentially. And now, let's show off some tracks. Okay, there's still like 20 seconds left of this video. Which is apparently just for the guitar solo. Okay, yeah. Hey, Prime. Breaking an SU is illegal. Yeah. Hey, everybody. Metro Dread was great. They took all the feedback from returns. That's good to hear. I have not played Dread. I was never much for the whole, like, cat and mouse mechanic of, Fusion, and it seemed like Dread was kind of building on that, so I was kind of like, eh. Alright. So that was how to play. What do we got in settings? So here's another thing. This demo has more settings in it than some final releases of games do. So that's already a good sign. It defaults to windowed full screen at your full resolution, but you can pick full screen or windowed. Frame rate limit starts out defaulted to unlimited, but you've got all these options in there. I don't know why 142 is a thing. That is a very weird number. 144 is actually the max refresh rate of my monitor. I have it set to 120 now anyway, though. Since 120 is easily divisible into 60. We've got anti-aliasing. We've got lighting quality. The one weird thing is that... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. The one weird thing is that if you press down or up beyond the last option, it doesn't wrap, it actually closes the menu. That's a little weird. Hopefully something they can maybe tweak. Machine drop shadows, NVIDIA Reflex. I don't even remember what NVIDIA Reflex is. Alright, so master volume was actually defaulted to 50%. I may need to tweak that, but actually it looks like it's at a reasonable level right now, so I'm going to leave it. We've got invert y-axis, we've got... So, arguably, this looks like an accessibility option, where you don't have to hold the accelerate button all the time, you can just toggle it instead. That's kind of neat, but that's in there. 2D steering while grounded. We've got dead zone settings. You can switch the axes that you use to steer and stuff. You've got accelerate, you've got boost. I'm trying to remember... It's been so long since I played F-Zero X or GX, I don't even remember whether boost was normally in that position, or whether these are, like, reversed from what they were in that. I feel like I remember more about SNES F-Zero, and in SNES F-Zero I'm pretty sure boost was A? Which would actually be that. We've got strafe, we've got the spin attack, we've got drill dive. You've got instant slam attack, which is unbound, actually. But I think you're supposed... From what that tutorial was saying, you're just supposed to be able to steer and press the strafe button or something. I thought in the F-Zero games you had to, like, double tap strafe or something to do that. So that's that. And then, okay, so I already alluded to, like, the toggle acceleration arguably being accessibility-oriented, but there is also an entire accessibility menu. So you've got pilot assist, you've got tutorial button prompts, you can set the color of the refill from a bunch of prefabricated options, although some of them look kind of similar. But that's neat. I wonder if this changes the color of the gauge, too. That would be kind of neat. And X is double tap and GX is directionally like this? Okay. Damn, it shows you how long it's been since I played GX. Although I feel like it's been longer since I played X, actually. Guide color override. An obstacle color override. Interesting. So you can mess with those as well. You can hide the HUD, you can show performance statistics. Speed lines wait. So first of all, very important, there are speed lines. You can't have a racing game without speed lines in it, but it's nice that you can tone down the speed lines in case you find them to be too obnoxious or something. You've got windshield reflection, you've got fixed field of view. Interesting, so it's not fixed by default, but you can fix it. You can set it to a specific value. Peripheral vignette, I'm assuming that's like a distortion or something kind of thing, but I'm not exactly sure. Motion sickness grayout. I'm very curious what that means. And you've got disable spin animation. So it's nice to see there's already a bunch of accessibility options. Again, something that some games never even think about. So, like, there's already more thought put into this game in its pre-alpha state for its Kickstarter demo than some games ever get in their entire lifespan. So, we've already got Grand Prix as an option? Really? I didn't expect that much in here. I was expecting that Time Trial was basically going to be it. But we've apparently got Grand Prix, so I guess we'll try it. This is way more than I thought this demo would have in it. And you've got difficulty levels. You've got Easy, Normal, Expert, and Master. I'm surprised they didn't rename Master for two reasons. One, to differentiate it from F-Zero, and two, because nowadays people are trying to get away from that word. Time Trial was added post-demo release. In other words, it was added like after the initial release, but it's here now. Alright, so they're updating the demo already, too. Speaking of developers that update their demos, Sulaco is supposed to get a big update to their demo at some point in the near future. So that'll be worth playing through again, potentially. Sulaco's demo already really impressive. It's one of the there's a lot of GC Doom related games that are coming out lately that are in development. Sulaco is one of the ones that is pushing the envelope the hardest. So if you're into boomer shooters, but you want something that's quite a bit different and distinguishes itself from the rest of the herd, check that one out. We're going to play on normal because it's been a long time since I have played anything F-Zero related. Yeah, right, instead of Master, it's got to be Main. We've got to do the same rename that everybody's Git repositories do. Alright, do we actually have access to all these things? Like, I didn't expect this all to be available. There's already, like, names for everything. Oh, wait, is this actually... Okay. This is actually 5... Okay. I thought we were, like, already looking at 30 different vehicles, but we're looking at 5 vehicles with palette swaps right now. Which is fair. I didn't expect them to have 30 vehicles already. This looks kind of like, Queen Arrow or whatever in F-Zero X or GX. This looks a little like the Crazy Bear, I feel like. Don't remember offhand what this reminds me of. Or this one, for that matter. I love the color scheme on this. This reminds me, back when I was a kid, I had a set of cars that like little toy cars that changed color when you put them in water. And this was one of the color schemes on one of those. That's what this reminds me of. Alright. Combat has its own gauge. I don't know whether that also means your shield is stronger. Or, like, I don't know whether that's attack or defense or both. We've got sliding, we've got top speed. These are very, very, like, polarizing. Other than the Crimson Strider, which I guess is supposed to be kind of down the middle. And flight is presumably sort of unique to this versus what you would see in F-Zero. I should probably just go with the Crimson Strider for now. Let's go with Crimson Strider, except Orange Creamsicle version. Wait, what's advanced stats? Oh my god! That's way too many progress bar things. And you can see that here too. That is a lot of stats. Okay, so here body and attack are separate things. Let's go to the one that's supposedly combat-oriented. Okay, so the combat one, yeah, body and attack are both high. Weight is also very high. I was expecting weight might be high for the top speed one, but it's Surprisingly not, and actually grip and strafe are also really high for that one. Whereas I was thinking that might be high for the one that's supposedly good at sliding. The sliding one, well, okay, hyper slide is higher. But yeah, I'm gonna start with the one that's just down the middle. Okay. Hey, Steve Maniac. Oh yeah, so like that's, well, and I'm probably not even touching the tip of the iceberg on that, but one of the things that I thought was problematic about those games was the backgrounds are extremely busy. Like, it makes the foreground harder to discern because the backgrounds are so busy in those games. Alright, time to forget the controls immediately. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't go for, like, right trigger accelerate by default, but given the way that F-Zero's controls work, it kind of makes sense they didn't. So they don't have intro music yet. Does this eventually advance by itself? No, I guess I actually have to push the... Nope, yes it does. Takes a while, though. There's no, like, pre-accelerate while you're counting down. Oh god. Oh jeez, I'm almost dead. Did I even do that? No, I don't think I was the one who caused all that damage. I missed a boost plate. Oh jeez, I got stuck on one of those. There was a boost in midair, wasn't there? I'm dead. Alright, yeah, guess what? Enemies are a little bit, more aggressive in this than I would say they are in F-Zero. Like, when you play F-Zero GX, they might start to get aggressive on, like, Expert or Master. These guys just immediately want you dead. I'm just trying to shield myself, honestly. I gotta get used to boost being separate. I think I just killed somebody. Oh yeah, it says 1 KO up there. Alright. I'm also not used to strafing at all. Oh jeez. I keep pressing the wrong button to boost. Once you separate yourself from the riffraff, then it gets a little easier. Oh, I shouldn't have landed that hard. Okay, we survived. Oh man, if there, yeah, I forgot. There's like melee counters and stuff in the Mercury Steam Metroid games, right? I don't know if that has to do with like, I don't know if the QTEs have to do with that. But I'm definitely of the opinion that QTEs should have died in like 2010. So actually, one thing I should pay attention to is whether you have lives. Because, like, I got retired in that first race. I don't know if you have infinite retries or not. Alright, well, they're dead. Wait, when did I get boost? Oh, did I get boost power for killing something? I wonder if I can fly off the track like I used to sometimes in the F-Zero games. Wait, I killed someone else? I didn't even do anything. The hell? Is this like Apex where I get credit for someone offing themselves like 10 seconds later? I guess that means I can technically boost again. I'm always so bad at pipe tracks because I never know where to be for the boosts. Oh, I missed that pad completely. Oh boy. I apologize to anybody for motion sickness. Also, the speed lines in this are not bad at all. Oh, totally missed that one. Oh god, I'm going sideways. Help. Alright, they're dead. Oh, totally missed that one. Oh shit, there you go, I went flying off the track. Fortunately, we landed again. Okay. Oh, we got a loop-the-loop in this one? We got multiple loop-the-loops in this one. Triple Loop Speedway. I mean, if I read the track name, I would know. I'm not doing myself any favors here. Oh, that would have helped if I had hit that. Oh, hello. Only got 1 KO out of that. But yeah, they've also got a strong soundtrack going for it already. I should have gotten more boost. I probably didn't need that much health. Almost didn't land. That would have been bad. It is nice that the boosts are plainly visible even if they're like over a hill. Like they've got a very obvious symbol. I was gonna say, like, I don't know, I'm getting like slight, you know, you could argue there's very slight, like, Van Halen or Judas Priest vibes going on with the guitar solos and whatnot. But yeah, they focus on what. Oh boy, this is gonna be a journey. They focus on what's important for this demo, which is good. What's with the purple things on the underside of that? I'm wondering. Oh, I missed that? Wow. Oh, we got piano now. Definitely takes some getting used to not over-adjusting on the aerial sections. Maybe that's just supposed to be an indicator of you're on the wrong side and you're about to be very confused. Once again, got credit for someone who I probably hit like 20 seconds ago. Oh boy. I'm surprised it gave me that. Totally whiffed on that one. Whoop. One little wide on that. Excuse me, could you move your carcass somewhere else? Yeah, I was thinking that too. Where was... Everybody else was 9 seconds behind? What happened? Maybe the AI has a problem with that one right now, I wonder. Thread the needle. This is the one that, like, goes through the track or something? So that's gonna be interesting. Oh, I missed a zoomie. Damn it. Oh god, I'm doing myself in here. Okay, someone just bounced off me and I got credit for killing them anyway. Oh, I didn't know there was a boost plate over there. Yeah, so I think those indicators are to tell you to get to the other side. Oh, jeez, I was a little wide on that. Alright, yeah, I'm erring on the side of getting health there. Although maybe I should have just gone with boost and banked on staying ahead of everything. This track is definitely a little more involved just in terms of making sure you don't bonk into walls all over the place. Oh, nice. We got a keyboard solo now. Oh, I keep missing that one. Got some good base, too. Alright, how far behind was the AI on that one? 3 seconds. Yeah, it definitely does seem like, I'm wondering if they're gonna add rubber banding or something. Or maybe, you know, I'm not playing on Expert, I could try that and see if it's, you know, if they do tend to keep up with you more then. Because, yeah, on normal it seems like once you get ahead, the pressure is off. But again, very early demo, so you never know what they might do. You've completed the Grand Prix. This is where I would put the results sequence. If I had one. Thank you for playing. I like the very big "if I had one" text. It's pretty good. Alright, so... Well, I'm kind of curious about the other vehicles. I feel like for where I'm at right now, one of these two is what I should be using. I feel like the looks of this ship are very deceiving because, like I said, this reminds me of, like, the Queen Arrow or something. Which was definitely not a top-speed, high top-speed, low acceleration vehicle. There's already rubber banding, but you're not supposed to notice it. Okay. Let's try this. This will probably end very poorly. Actually, where's the, advanced stats? What I should look at is the body on this versus... Oh, yeah. Body on this. This is absolutely papier-mâché. I will definitely die if I increase the difficulty and also use that. I mean, like, for this one being well-rounded, it actually does really well on speed and boost, for that matter. So, like, I feel like you've got diminishing returns on this one, but also grip and strafe are way better on it, too. I'm surprised airspeed isn't better on it. Okay, right, airspeed is better on the flight one. I guess that makes sense. And this one's actually relatively balanced on other stuff as well. The boost isn't nearly as good, though. If we really want to get a feel for things, I could try this one because the weight is just off the chart. This will probably end poorly, though. I'm kind of inclined to play apples to apples first, just to see what the difference in difficulty feels like. But then I am curious to try a couple of the other vehicles just to see how different they feel. I could even do that in, like, time trial or something, though. I'm probably gonna die a lot. Oh, I missed it. I missed that, too. Well, we're not gonna get anywhere if I miss all of the, boost pads. Also not doing myself any favors by blocking into walls. They definitely seem to be keeping ahead a lot better, just in general. Wow, okay, getting attacked in midair. That is a thing that can happen. So, yeah. I was like 4th or something. Hey, Ben, yeah, this is Aero GPX. This is the, somebody finally taking things into their own hands because Nintendo is just sitting on their ass and doing nothing with the series. And it's pretty convincing so far. It definitely does do some of its own things. Let's see where I end up in the grand scheme of things by the end of this, because, like, all the AIs seem to be kind of, like, all over the place, so all of them were, like, multiple 100 points behind by the end. You should definitely be dead. Come on, dude. Well, something's dead now. Oh, come on. Oh my god, I'm getting bonked around all over the place. Wow, I just surprisingly got one there. Oh, jeez, I didn't get any healing there. That's bad. I don't know whether landing has, like, a positive impact on your speed. I haven't been paying attention to what my speed ends up being. Oh, jeez. I'm losing a bunch of ground here. That wasn't nearly as good as I had hoped, but... Oh, I missed that one, really? Okay, it does give you a final boost, even if you seemingly don't have enough for it. I keep missing everything. Well, that was the end of the thing anyway. I should have just gone full boost. I mean, I don't think they needed any new gimmicks for F-Zero GX. It was just similar formula with more detailed tracks. I was 21st in that? Wait, really? Holy crap. Didn't realize how many things passed me and then that was the end of it. So, yeah, increasing the difficulty certainly has pronounced effects. The way I... Oh, jeez. Very nice start. Practically didn't even cross the starting line yet, and already got bonked. I'm gonna die. Problem is I just bonk into someone's ass and immediately lose all my speed. This is bad. Very bad. That was dumb. I could have avoided that. That was awful. Cool. It's like I'm trying to do speedrun strats in F-Zero or something. Which don't seem to work, by the way. Oh, come on. I need to stop doing that. You need to just, like, pick a side. Which one do you want? Boost or health? It kind of stinks that they force you to make that decision. Like, that is very different from F-Zero. Because F-Zero, your health was your boost. And this is clearly balanced differently because of that. And I don't trust myself to not die. Well, they just kind of helped me out there, except I missed the boost, so... Oh, I completely forgot about that one. But so did most of the other racers. Oh, I missed that? Damn it. Kind of feels like there's always a sudden landing. I pressed the wrong button. Shit. I meant to boost and I attacked. Hey, Cassini, yeah, we're doing another demo stream during the day today. Well, that's the best position I've finished in any of the races so far, but also this was the race where everybody was like 9 seconds behind me on normal difficulty, so it may actually be that, like, this race is just harder for the AI to pull ahead on. It's funny that you say it's very stylish, because, like, this is a super early, like, pre-alpha demo for the Kickstarter, and, like, they made a point of saying that, like, there hasn't been a lot of, like, you know, scenery detail and stuff like that yet, but, like, yeah, it nails the part that it does. And, like, they focused on the core gameplay, which is what they need to focus on to sell it, so... Like, it's already, as of this morning, I think, it met the goal of the Kickstarter, but it's still got, like, 24 days to go or something. Alright. Let's see where I can end up with this. This is the hardest race of them all, though, so may very well die on it. That's revenge for last time. Probably wasn't the same guy. Oh my god, stop turning. Okay, I think some of them just fell off the track. Because they were, like, on the wrong side of it. Kinda needed health. Probably should have chosen boost and seen if I could pull ahead, but that's not likely on this difficulty. Oh, come on. That's the one I always miss because I don't realize it's there. Alright, that was what, like 6th or so? I didn't see what my position was right at the end. That was 11th. Okay, never mind. I somehow still ended up 2nd. That actually raised my position. Yes, this is not like F-Zero where typically it's always the same... like racers that are first in the first race tend to be first in, you know, every other race after that. These guys are trading places all over the place. Like, look at number 6, it went up by 8. Number 10 went up by 10. So, these are very much more a mixed bag in terms of the AI racers and where they finish. Could have to do with which ones of them get eliminated, too. I don't know. Given that, like, there are a handful that end up eliminated in each race, it seems like. So, we got 2nd place there. But it was definitely much more in the mix the whole way. Alright, let's do time trial and let's mess with the other vehicles. I feel like I should do this race just because it's the most interesting. So you have race ghosts and replay ghosts. I'm assuming replay means like actually play the video of the ghost data, whereas race ghost means like you're playing against it, not just watching it. Okay. Alright, let's try the top speed one, and let's look at the details again. It's funny how you would normally figure that the highest top speed car would also be the highest weight. It's usually how it works, but that's totally not how it works in this at all. This is a very interesting mix. Alright, well, let's try this car this time. Wait, what meme are we talking about? Oh yeah, is Boost just gonna be... Well, that's right, Boost is on the track, so I guess that's just how it's gonna work. But now picking up Boost plates is gonna be even more important. I think there was another boost plate on this pipe somewhere, but I don't remember where. I also don't know if there's, like, strategy to... Whoop, that was bad. I don't know if there's strategy to, like, sliding in this. Like, I was never into, you know, sliding around corners or anything in the other F-Zeros. This isn't an F-Zero, technically. Yeah, there's the other boost plate. Thought it was on the reverse side. I just completely missed that, even though I was right on it. Right until I was actually on it, and then I freaking diverted the other direction. Missed that one. can't believe I actually hit that. Totally missed that one this time. I keep bonking right there. Oh, the if I had... Wait, what? I mean, yeah, that's my favorite part of the results screen. I didn't know that was a meme, though. Oh, there's an advanced tutorial video also that talks about that? Alright. Alright, yeah, look at that lap 3. Like 8 seconds faster than the first lap when you're actually boosting all over the place. Alright, so you can retry the same thing. If I go back to select course, can I also... Oh, that goes... Oh, select course is before select car. Okay, I forgot what order it was in. So select course actually goes through all the menus you would potentially want to go through. See, I wasn't even aware that was a meme, and I still thought it was funny anyway. I'm curious how different this vehicle feels. There is absolutely no reason to use this vehicle in a time trial, but we're going to anyway, just to see what it feels like. Ah, okay. Yeah, I am totally not familiar with Fairly Odd Parents at all, so... Let's see what this one handles like. Because I did feel like I was noticing it harder to corner around this section with the vehicle I was using last time. Although I thought its handling was supposed to actually be good, so it might have just been a factor of the top speed. I missed that this time. It might have just been a result of how fast I was going. Which the speedometer is very big text, and I still don't pay attention to it. So I wasn't paying attention to it with the high top speed vehicle to see how high it was going. On the bright side, I'm not bonking into that wall this time. Oh, that was... I did that to myself. I had to bonk into walls once to test how much it hurts me, since this is the car that has, like, the high body rating on it. Almost missed it. Thought about it just in the nick of time to get back there. Let's see what the times on that was like. There are reasons to use this one even without other racers. Yeah, I need to look at the detailed stats. So that was a 36 in the last lap, although I wasn't boosting quite as aggressively as last time. Yeah, let me look at the advanced stats on this versus what I was using. I'm assuming the weight kind of factors in anyway. I'm still surprised at the grip being so high on this one. And I think it kind of has to, I feel like it has to compensate for, how fast you'll be going. Also, I forget what the control is for the drill dive. I forget, is that also the right bumper, the same as the strafe smash attack? Because I haven't even tried that. I keep forgetting it exists. And then what about these? So that one definitely does have the highest top speed. This one has the best boost. This one has the second best boost. But I guess that only really... I guess I could try it in any track that has jump plates or anything. I'm curious to try this one just to, on the same track just to see what kind of lap I can get with the boosting. Because the boost on this is actually the strongest of the 5. you kidding me? Alright, well this lap is garbage. I should try to remember to try the drill attack at the end of this lap, since it's garbage anyway. Oh, you actually have to hold it. I take it. Oh, screwed that up. Almost didn't get that. Oh, missed that. But yeah, boost on that seemed to be getting a little higher. That was still only a 35 though. So the high top speed seemed to do more for me than the boost did. Try this one more time. I do have one other demo picked out to try though, so I might switch up after this. But this is certainly off to an extremely strong start. Like, this is doing the things right that it seems to need to do right. Granted, I am not the most, like, I would not consider myself at all an expert F-Zero player, and I haven't played the games in a while, but this is doing what you would want to see in a spiritual F-Zero, like... Whoops. That's getting up there too. Well, that was bad. That wasn't particularly great either, but it might have still been a better lap. But yeah, the music is definitely... Oh no, that wasn't a better lap because I bonked too much. Alright. The music is definitely also a selling point. Like, there is actually a higher backer tier if you want the soundtrack with the game. There was an early bird tier, which I only found out about this too late, and the early bird tier was sold out, and that was $15 for the tier that gets you the game, but you can still back it at $20 to get the game. And I will probably end up doing that. The estimated release is sometime in 2024, I believe. So, I mean, you want to look at this and say, like, man, this looks like it's almost done. I mean, you got pilots to do, you got more cars to do, you got more tracks to do, you got all the scenery and stuff. If they're gonna put lore in it, that's another thing. But, like, I gotta wonder how long he's been working on this already to get it to this state. Because, like, I figured there's got... And especially if he's doing it in his free time up to this point, which I don't know. Like, this would take multiple months even if you were working on it full time to get it to this point. And that's probably underselling it. So, like, I could see this having taken years to get to the point it's at right now. But yeah, it's in a... Yeah, they did a really good job with the core demo. Like I said, there are things that... Oh, you know what we should check out, actually? Are there any accessibility things we want to mess around with? Like, we could change the refill colors. The guide, I'm assuming, is like when you're going through the rings and stuff, you've got, like, that purple line through it. I'm assuming that's what that is. I don't know if obstacle color override... I don't know if obstacles are a thing in this, but we could try changing it and see. Like, I don't know if the rings would count or something. So, like, we could put some different colors on here and see what happens. I'm curious about the performance statistics. The windshield reflections, I feel like you're not likely to notice them very often. I'm also curious what this means, the motion sickness grayout. And the spin animation, I'm assuming it just means when you do the spin attack. I'm curious about that too, so I guess we can mess around with that. That did actually save, right? Yeah, it looks like. Also, apparently, these tabs don't wrap. So, like, if I'm pressing right bumper right now, it doesn't go over to the video tab. That's something that might be nice. Let's do single race. We need one that actually has stuff to fly. Oh, that actually does have a thing to fly through. This might be good enough to test. It didn't let me pick a difficulty, did it? Okay, so the performance statistics are extremely tiny on the right-hand side. So I can't realistically read that while I'm actually racing, but it's probably not realistic to read it when you're watching either, because I downsampled to 720p, but it's there. Okay, so my car doesn't spin, but you still get the spinning effect around, like, with the shield idea or whatever. Oh my god, I'm sliding all over the place here. Okay, so yeah, this line is a different color now, and actually I would not recommend orange because it looks very similar to the color... Oh, it actually changes the middle of the track, too. I didn't even realize that. That's also considered a guide. Okay. So, this track brought to you by Sunny Delight, I guess, because of the color I changed it to. I didn't think it would be this bright. I purposely picked a color that was, you know, sort of somewhere in the middle in terms of brightness, but it looks like they actually do make them relatively bright in practice, which is probably not a bad idea. I should have messed around with making the speed lines more transparent for the heck of it. I still don't know what the motion sickness grayout is about. Oh, missed that. Oh, it might actually be... Is it, like, limiting my peripheral vision there? Is that what it is? Like, I don't know if that was that pronounced before. Was it specific to the flying section? Because that was where I specifically noticed. When I go up, the sky goes gray. Oh, okay. Yeah, like, it looks like there's a fog effect or something, and that might be it. Which is kind of funny, because actually that arguably also feels a little reminiscent of F-Zero X on the N64. Because, like, I feel like in F-Zero X, the sky kind of faded out as you went up the screen or something. I feel like that was a thing. Maybe that was the intent behind it. Who knows? I just assumed it was like... I assumed it was mostly just to kind of like compensate for the fact that the scenery wasn't particularly detailed in F-Zero X, but when the track changes very quickly. Yeah, that's an interesting idea then. But yeah, it's pretty cool that they've got all those options in there already. So, I guess, I mean, like, it's arguably, like, it's not a bad thing to keep on, just, like, you're not likely to get distracted by it, and if anything, it should distract you less. Like, this might have actually been a good option for F-Zero GX to have, because that does get very detailed sometimes. But yeah, it's really interesting that they even have an option for that, given that, like, I mean, given the type of game this is, it's gonna involve fast motion. And then you can also restore the default on any of these. That's what the circular arrow thing means on the right-hand side too. But with control, you can just press the well, the Y button on an Xbox controller to put things back the way they were. Spin animation, I could take it or leave it. But yeah, that's pretty nice that they have all that. So yeah, this demo is ridiculously impressive for supposedly an early pre-alpha state of the game, because they clearly know what they're trying to do here. Yeah, I mean, that's what I was saying at the beginning, was like, there's more options in this game, in this early pre-alpha demo thing, than I've seen in finished products sometimes. So it's really nice to see that. Sulaco is also, like, I already shouted at Sulaco earlier because they're going to be updating their demo sometime in the coming months. That's also a game that's gone extremely above and beyond in terms of accessibility and visual features like that. So it's really great to see games doing that, because, like, developers should be taking notes from these games that are doing this really well. So this game is certainly off to a very strong start, going in the right direction, so excited to see how it develops. I have not backed the Kickstarter yet, but I am most likely going to do it. Like, I can't see a reason not to, given how much work was already done in this. Like, throw the guy $20, come on. But yeah, so again, this is Aero GPX. Let me, I'll link the Kickstarter on the Twitch side of things. I could throw it in here on the YouTube side as well. That's where you can find it and back it if you're interested in it, and see all that's written out there. And also, search for this on Steam. The demo is there. That's how I'm playing it right now.